Does cold temperature cause the cold? Well, the runny nose and the headache, and the short answer is no. But temperature does play an indirect role. The cold, the disease, is caused by a virus, the so-called rhinovirus. And temperature does play a little bit of a role here, but the cold temperature on the outside that we have, and then we put on a coat to keep warm, this is not going to prevent you from getting this. So first of all, why does the cold, the disease, appear mostly during cold, wet weather? Well, it's a classical question between correlation and causation, because during that time of the year, people are mostly inside, keep their windows closed, no fresh air. So if one person has the illness, has the cold, he or she will quickly spread it to the other people as well. During summertime, you open the windows, you let fresh air in, there's always an exchange. People are more on the outside, less crammed into their apartments or their homes. So of course, it's less likely for them to become ill. But I have to tell you, even I myself had a very bad cold, more than once, even during summertime. So this is not something that's just limited to the cold temperature. But I did tell you that temperature does play an indirect role, and that is as well the so-called rhinoviruses here. They like to reproduce at a slightly colder temperature than body temperature. So our body temperature, using the metric system, we've got 36 degrees centigrade, but they like to reproduce in our nose at about 33 degrees, which is just 3 degrees lower, and at a cold temperature on the outside. Well, this causes our blood vessels to pull together in our nose, so they constrict, and therefore there's less blood flow to our nose, and this means that inside our nose the temperature is also colder than when it's not cold on the outside. So you see that even our body temperature locally is able to change, but not directly because we cool down, but because our blood supply goes down. So you see, it's all pretty, complex. There are lots of feedback mechanisms involved here. And if you now say, okay, it's cold outside and I'm going to put on a warm coat so that I'm not going to get the cold, well, then this is not going to work, unfortunately, because, well, it's the temperature in your nose that matters. And I think we should go out anyway when it's cold, because then we get some fresh air. But if the virus is there, well, then it will also have a higher chance of reproducing. So I hope I clarified this. I wish you all the best, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.